Am I audible now? Okay, thank you. Actually, unfortunately, that unmuted our audio means muted my audio. Okay, thank you guys. So for your information, so I hope I'm audible now. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I have some technical issues here, so that I have a different system connection with mobile with my system. Okay, so now come back to that. I can recall once again. There are three type of structures are there while writing the code. One is a sequence structure, second one branching, and third one is called as a looping. அதாவது நீங்க once ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதுறீங்க அப்படின்னா ஸோ எப்பவுமே வந்து சீக்வென்ஸ் ஸ்ட்ரக்சருங்கிறதுல நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிக்க முடியாது. ஸோ மேபி யூ ஹாவ் டு அப்ளை டிஃப்ரெண்ட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர். ஓகே, ஸோ இப்போ சீக்வென்ஸ் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் நீங்க என்ன மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன்ல யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னா யூ கேன் ஏபிள் டு யூஸ் ஒன்லி இஃப் யூ நோ த ஃபார்முலா. ஒரு ஃபார்முலா இருக்கு, அதோட ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் எல்லாத்தையும் நீங்க இன்புட்டா கொடுத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா then you can apply and you can ஆன்சர் கொண்டு வரணும் அப்படின்னு you can go to sequence structure. அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஃபார்முலா இருக்கு, அதை நீங்க இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணி அவுட்புட் கொண்டு வரணும் அப்படின்னா you can go to sequence. அதாவது நீங்க எழுதுற ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டும் ஒரே ஒரு டைம் தான் ஒர்க் ஆகணும், ஒன் பை ஒன்னா சீக்வென்ஸா ஒர்க் ஆகணும் அப்படின்னா you can go to sequence structure. பட் திஸ் சீக்வென்ஸ் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் வந்து எல்லா மாதிரி அப்ளிகேஷன்லயும் உங்களுக்கு ஒர்க் ஆகாது. ஓகேங்களா? அண்ட் the second one is called as a branching structure. So the branching structure அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னா means that only few kind of statements need to be executed only once. அதாவது some of the statements in a program வந்து skip ஆகணும், work ஆகக்கூடாது, only the few lines மட்டும் தான் எனக்கு work ஆகணும் அப்படின்னா then you can go with the branching. And those particular statement need to be executed only once. அந்த statement ஒரே ஒரு டைம் மட்டும் தான் உங்களுக்கு work ஆகணும். இந்த மாதிரி situationல we can go with the branching. And same with third one is called as a looping structure. So for this case, the few statements, statement means that each and every line in a program is called as a statement. Each and every line will be called as a statement அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். So அப்போ ஒவ்வொரு only few set of statements, if you want to repeat it more than once, then you can go with the looping. Clear? Okay, so for objective of today's class, just I'm going to use the concept of branching statement to write different kind of an application. Now is the applications na எழுத போறேன். So in Python, there are different kind of structure. Means the branching statement will be applicable. One is called as a simple if statement, and second one is if else. That is called if else statement, and third one is if else if ladder. We call as ladder அப்படின்னா 3 ஏலின்னு சொல்லிருப்பீங்க, நிறைய அதை மட்டும் எழுதிட்டே போகலாம். We call as elif ன்னு சொல்லுவீங்க இந்த பைத்தான்ல. And fourth one is called as a nested if. So normally நீங்க எந்த ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் எழுதுறீங்கனாலும் சரி, இந்த மூணு எஸ்பெஷலா இந்த மூணை வந்து நீங்க கரெக்டா எழுத தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா then it is very easy to nested if. So that's a logic is depends on the programmer. Clear? Okay, நீங்க எப்ப வந்து if cases செலக்ட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா if you have only one cases மட்டும் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா then you can go with only one possibility or only one cases you can go with if. And for if else, if you have two or more possible combinations or two or more cases are there, then you can go with the concept of if else. Sorry, small corrections here. It is exactly two cases or maybe possibilities. So there are two possibilities or we have, then you can go with if else. And the next one is if else if ladder, that is called two or more possible cases, then you can go with if else if ladder. Clear? That is a two or more, that is a more than two. Simply you can say that, easy to say that more than two possible cases you can go with so more than two possible cases you can go with if else if ladder. Clear? So these are the different way, I mean different kind of branching structure is supported by Python programming language. First of all, we must know what is the syntax. Wherever you are going that always you can write that if followed by condition. So normally the condition to be expressed in terms of relational and logical operators. Relational and logical operators based பண்ணி நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா நீங்க கம்பைன் பண்ணிக்கலாம். and the condition வந்து நீங்க curly brace ல யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். இது curly brace I mean this parenthesis வந்து தேவை கிடையாது, optional தான். but if you are using a parenthesis, then easy way to for evaluate. Clear? Then after that you have given a one tab space. ஒரு நீங்க டாஸ்க் பேஸ் கொடுத்துட்டு அதுக்கான ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ் நீங்க கொடுத்துக்கலாம். ஸோ கண்டிஷன் ட்ரூவா இருந்தாதான் இஃப் கேசஸ்ல இருக்கிறது ஒர்க் ஆகும் அப்படிங்கிறதுனால we called as a true statements. Clear? So then so that is a else. If it is a else இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா for always வந்து else அப்படிங்கிறது it is a negative cases, so that will be called as a false statement அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவீங்க. I will repeat once again. So that generally whenever you're going to write the word keyword if, immediately followed with a condition. So normally this condition is the combination of relational operators and logical operators. So within inside of that we call it as if statements. So in the condition true irundichina, this action will execute. Clear? And if this condition is false, then it will go for else block. If this condition is false, then it go for else block. The condition false ஆகிச்சுனா அதுக்கு அடுத்து இருக்கிற பிளாக்குக்கு போகணும். So அடுத்த block வந்து else, so that the false statement will execute. Clear? Okay. So is there any doubt on this question? I mean, this program, I think the last class we discussed on checking the eligibility for voting or not. நம்ம voting eligible இல்லையான்னு பார்த்தோம். So there are here two possible cases இருக்கு. ஒன்னு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா eligible and not eligible. So அப்படிங்கிறது பார்த்தோம். Here there are exactly two possible cases. So that I'm selected go with the if else. Is there any doubt on this program? So here here I'm going to write the condition for eligible, so that I'm going to write a condition for eligible cases. So that if my age is greater than or equal to 18, then I'm going to say that I'm eligible. So if this age is below 18, then I'm going to the negative block, that is called as a not eligible stage. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? Yeah, okay. So now just I'm going to represent this program in diagrammatic representation, that is in the form of flow chart, for just an understanding purpose. Clear? So this is the diamond symbol for checking a condition. Here, and another one more thing I need to mention. So if you want to write any program, already you know that now. So if you means we have to get the input followed with the logical part and followed with the output part. And I told that in some cases the logical part and the output may be combined. So for this case, this is the output statement. So this is called a logical part. If and else a logical part, so that the logical parts and the output statement may be combined. Is it clear? So always that the condition that the logical part and the output part may be combined. Depending on application, it may be changed. For these cases, that the logical part and the application part is combined. Okay. Okay, so now just I'm going to represent this in the form of diagrammatic representation. So here input and followed by that is the output statement. So that for this case, so this is the case. So here the condition will be evaluator. See that for the decision there are two possible cases we have. If this condition is true, it will follow this path. And if this condition is true, I mean it's false, then it will go with the negative path. Clear? But see the arrow mark, that is a flow diagram is very, very important. The flow, that is, it indicates the flow. Clear? Okay. Just now I'm going to execute it. This is it's a step-by-step process. And always we know that the execution start from start. Start when the execution hour, see the green light flow. So it will ask that the age, I'm going to enter my age is 18. Clear? So here I've given the condition is 18 less than or equal to 18. What is the status? 18 less than or equal to for which one? Either for Word document or Raptor? Which one you feel that letters are so small? So for a diagram, for representation, yeah, sure. Still small, okay. Is it okay now? Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. Okay, so just I can repeat once again. So this is the that is a oval symbol indicates for a start and end. So so this execution starts here. So here see that always execution start from start oval symbol, and I'm going to enter. So my age is 18. I'm going to enter my age is 18. So that here 18 less than or equal to 18. So that 18 less than or equal, here equal condition will be satisfied. So that 18 equal to 18. So that it will execute else cases. So that it will follow this path and reach that end. Clear? Okay. So it printed that eligible for voting. Clear? Okay. So now just I'm going to run another one more time. And I'm going to give that negative cases. That means that I'm going to enter my age is 17. Clear? So if this 17 means this condition is false, so that it follows this path of new, and it will printed as not eligible for voting and reach this end. So it is printed as not eligible for voting. So from that you are clear that here there are two possible cases we have. So that while you are going to if the execution it follows only one path at a time. Clear? It will not follow all the path. It will follow any path depending on the status of the condition. If the condition is true, that yes bar, there is that if condition. This is the if condition which is present on if block. So this is a condition which is present on if pan. So that if it is true, then that it will follow this path of this yes label. And if the condition is false, if this condition is false, always it will be represented by else, and it will be represented as not eligible. So that it will follow the path of the follow the label as no. No label based panni dhaan vandirukum. Okay, for any decision it contains only the two possible output, either yes or no. ரெண்டு possible தான் இருக்கும். Yes or no தான் இருக்கும். Yes ஆ இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா அந்த பிளாக் மட்டும் வர்க் ஆகும். No ஆ இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா else அதுக்கான நெகட்டிவ் பிளாக்ஸ் வர்க் ஆகும். So this is the way that if and else block will work. Is there any doubt? There are two possible cases, so that it depends on the condition. And another one more thing also I need to represent. If you are, you are going to find the relation between age and 18. That's all. Clear? Even I want to write the relation between 18 and age. And here my action will be as not eligible for voting. I'm going to define like this. What is the changes you need to do? So this is the action I want to do here. So what is the changes you want to do? Means what is the condition you want to set? Yes. Yeah, it's good. So here I'm saying it is not eligible. So that the value of this age is less than 18. I mean that it is equal means that it is not eligible. Sorry, if the value of this age is greater than 18, then you can say it is not eligible. Correct. See that I want to find the relation between 18 and age. Okay, so if it is not eligible, if the value of the age is less than 18, then you can say it is not eligible. Clear? I don't like to like this. So 18 and age, if in a relationship the value of the 18 is greater. So you have to think according to, you have to find the relation. So that age 18, but based on that you have to define the relational operator. Is it clear? So that we are going to find the relation between these two operands, so that so for this case the use of the relational operator play a major role. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? So this is the way that even now with the help of this flowchart representation, so you have a clear idea about how to write a code. Means how to understand the concept of if else. So from that, just tell me how many times that branching statement will execute. I mean that statement inside of this branching will execute. How many times the statement inside of the branching will execute. It may be if block or else block இருக்கலாம். அதுல இருக்கிற statements வந்து எவ்வளவு time உங்களுக்கு work ஆகும். Yeah, good, excellent. It will be executed only one time. And it's ஏதாவது ஒரு block தான் work ஆகும். At a time ல ரெண்டு blockக்கும் work ஆகாது. It is a very, very important. At a time it will work only, means only one block will be executed. So that we call as a selection structure. We are going to select what is the block you are going to execute, or what is the statement you are going to execute. So that only we call as branching statements. Okay, okay. Shall we go for next one? If we'll add up. Okay, we can try for the next one. I'm not going to define it anything. Here, so write a program to find the biggest of two numbers. So to find the biggest of find the relationship between two numbers. Relationship between two numbers. Simply instead of this relationship, I can go with the concept of biggest of two numbers. Okay, so here tell me how many possible cases. First of all, we are going to identify the input. How many inputs? How many inputs? Yeah, two. What is the data type we are going to consider? So there are two inputs. So input one. What is the data type you are going to consider? Problem statement like int or float. Here I am going to select A. And what is the name of the identifier? What is the name of the identifier I am going to select? Yeah, int or float. Here I am going to select float. Good. Okay. I mean, here I am going to select float. But the problem work here the data type clear mention panel, so that I won't mind it. Okay. So next. What is the name of the identifier? Okay, A na eduthukkalama. Okay, somebody saying N1 and all. Okay, I'll go with A, capital A. For input 2, I'm going to consider the data type is a float, and the name of the identifier is B. And also you know that now, so எப்ப your identifier create பண்ணாலும் the memory working principle of memory is very, very important. Okay, so just I'm going to write a new concept file. One is I'm going to write a float. In the paper la eludunga paakalam eppadi input vaanganum அப்படினு. Don't copy figure. நீங்களே எழுதுங்க. ரெண்டு input வாங்குங்க பார்க்கலாம் உங்க ஃபைல்ஸ்ல, மீன்ஸ் உங்களோட நோட்புக்ல. Okay, so just you can take your own name of identifier and you can give the value of two inputs. Rendu values of input finish பண்ணுங்க. I hope நீங்க finish பண்ணிட்டீன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So now you have to see the screen and you can check it whether நீங்க வாங்குனது கரெக்ட்டா இருக்கான்னு பாருங்க. But this comment within double quotes on your choice. இங்க இருக்கிற மட்டும் எழுதணும் necessity இல்ல. இந்த double quotes ல இருக்கிற comment வந்து உங்களோட choice தான். Enter A, enter B, enter X, enter Y, enter the first value, enter the second value, whatever the comment you can give, but it will be meaningful. Clear? Okay, so now I'm going to decide on logical pan. So for this logical pan, what I'm going to do is, so here, so I'm going to decide the logical pan. Here I'm going to print. So A is bigger than B. So another one is I'm going to say B is bigger than A. Okay, so here just I'm going to find the biggest number so that A is bigger than B and B is bigger than A. How many possibilities are there? How many possibilities are there? Yes, 2. It is a 2. So what is the suitable structure? Either sequence, branching, or looping. What is the suitable structure for this case? In the case, that A is bigger than bigger than B, B is bigger than A. ரெண்டுமே at a time print ஆகிறதுக்கு chances கிடையாது. So that ஏதாவது ஒன்று தான் print ஆகணும் and it will be printed only one time so that it will be useful for branching. Okay, நம்ம branching choose பண்ணியாச்சு. In the branching, there are 4 type of branching statements are there. One is if else, if ladder, and nested if. Okay, so here there are 2 possible cases. 2 cases possible cases. Now tell me which is the what is the kind of branching will be suitable. Enna branching statement choose பண்ணுவீங்க? Good. I'm going to choose if else because here I have only 2 cases, so that I'm going to select if else. Now the if else na decide பண்றேன். Okay, so now what I need to do is I'm going to find the relation between A and B. Okay, so if la now logic எழுதணும், colon வச்சுக்கணும், then print. Here na enna decision எடுக்கணும் அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி தான். So I'm going to discuss A is bigger than B. So another one more action is print B is bigger than A. Okay, so now I'm going to find the relation between A and B. Here I'm going to say A is bigger than B, so that the condition is A greater than or equal. Is it correct? Is it a correct one? Yeah, okay. So now we are going to decide a flow chart. நம்ம வந்து ஒரு flow chart working principles நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். So that working principle is first I'm going to read the 2 inputs. So enter A. The name of the variable is A. Also I'm going to decide the next one. I'm going to enter the value of B. The name of variable is B. This is for our identifications only. Here there is a selection if else. I'm going to find the relation between A greater than or equal to B. That is the relation I'm going to decide. So that my statement is, I'm going to say that A is bigger than A. Sorry, B. Please try to understand the comments வந்து நீங்க கொடுக்கறதா உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ நீங்க கொடுத்துக்கலாம். Depends on your logics. Okay, so now it's finished. Always please try to imagine your state, logical flow diagram whenever going to write a code. நீங்க என்ன கோட் எழுதினாலும் சரி, please try to imagine your flow of execution. That is called flow chart. So you know that the execution always start from top to bottom, so that it will get a value of A, then followed by it read the value of B, then followed by you are going to check the condition, then based on that it will execute. We know that either if block will execute or maybe the else block will execute. Correct? Okay, so just a minute, I can show it now. So this is the end of the code. So up to this, the branching statement is over. It is a very important for every one of you to know how we'll work on that. Clear? Okay, just I'm going to execute this flow chart, then it will give you clear idea how the statement will execute. Clear? So always start from start menu. So we are going to ask the value of A, 56. I'm going to enter the value of B. I'm going to give 43. So the 56. So I'm going. There are 2 menus will be open. Yeah, just a minute. There are 2 memory cells need to be open. So one name is called as A. Another one memory location will be called as B. I'm going to say this is the name of variable name A. Identifier. and this is the memory which is pointed by A. Clear? That is the name of the identifier. And also there is another one more memory also need, because for my program there are two identifiers are designed, so that I'm going to design B here. So this is the name of this identifier. Clear? Okay, assume that this is a 56 and this is 43. So there are two memories will be pointed here, and we know that it will be scattered. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I hope it's visible to all. So there are two memory will be allocated. There is a two identified locations. Okay, so now I'm going to run my program once again. Execution start from start menu. Then it will get the value of A. So here the value of A will be called as a 56. Means it will be assigned as a 56, and the next one is the value of the B will be assigned it as 43. Clear? Okay, so now see the working principle. Sorry, it will be terminated. Okay, just a minute. The value of A equal to 56 and the value of B equal to 43. So now, whenever you are going to test the condition, the value from A memory, means that the memory A will be identified, so that it will be counted as 56 greater than 43. So in the value of A வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா 56 greater than 43. Means greater than or equal to 43. In this case, greater than conditions work ஆகும், so that it will execute your else block. Else la enna part irukko ungalku இந்த block வழியா execute ஆகும், so that it will reach this part. Clear? Okay, so and another important thing enna அப்படினா, so you must understand about this. Yeah, just a minute, I can show it one more thing. So the working principle of this function. So once if this condition will be satisfied, so once this condition will be satisfied, the condition உங்களுக்கு என்ன வந்திருக்கு அப்படினா இந்த இடத்துல, that is 56 greater than or equal to 43. So for this case, the equal varadu, and 56 is greater than 43 for this case. Clear? So 56 greater than 43, so that the condition is true. So if the condition is true, the if block statement will execute. So that for this case, this is means this printf will be executed. So once after this statement, in the line அப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா it will have a else block இருக்கு. So that once இது முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் branching வந்து இந்த இடத்துல முடிஞ்சிருக்கு, so that execution இந்த இடத்துக்கு வந்துரும். Clear? Okay, I will show it now. I will show it with the help of another code here. Okay, so now I'm going to run my code. என்னோட program நான் run பண்றேன். Clear? So my input is suppose A equal to B. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I will back Krishnaveni. Just a minute, please wait. Yeah, I will go with the Krishnaveni question, then I come back. Krishnaveni questions போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் இது வந்துக்கிறேன். So in case if the value of this A is 56 and the value of B is 56. So for this cases, greater than logic work agadu, but the equal logic work agum. So it means that here the 56 equal to 56. You are saying greater than or equal nu kuduthirkeenga, so that the condition is true. If this condition is true, the if block will execute. If block ungalku work agum. So then automatically it goes to that means means if block, and these statement will execute. Once up to this, the else block adutha block start agudhu, so automatically it will goes to the next line. I mean the end of your branching. Is it clear? A equal to B. Now here you are saying that the relation is greater than and equal ரெண்டு ரிலேஷனும் கொடுத்திருக்கீங்க. So that இந்த ரெண்டு கண்டிஷன்ல எது உங்களுக்கு ரிலேஷனா இருந்தாலும் எது greater relation or equal relation suit ஆனாலும் it will be considered as a true. So that the if block will execute on. Once if the condition is false, it will test the condition. If the condition is false, it goes to the else block. Then here there is no need to evaluate the condition. Automatically the statement inside of this. Is there any doubt? Is it okay? Yeah, okay. So good question. Okay, so now I come back to the next one. Okay, let us consider this program. Okay, now tell me this printer or this printing test message is either inside of your branching part or normal. In the print testing method, that's output statement வந்து print வந்து branching statement குள்ள இருக்கா இல்ல outside of the branching statementல இருக்கா? Tell me either inside of the branching or outside. Outside of the branching statement irukku. Okay, good, excellent. Okay, so appo vandu pathinga appadina, so before up to this the branching statement like idoda enagana idha branching part. So once in the branching part la edha oru statement work aanadukku appuram then it will go for this next, adhaadu diagram idu vandu outside idoda branching mudinjadunu artham. Appo indha rendoda control indha edathila vandu join ஆகணும். So flow chart la neenga ipdi kudukanum. So I'm going to say that it is a test message. So like it will be like this. Na eludana program kana equivalent flow chart vandu idudha. Is it clear? Na eludana program kana equivalent program idudha. So appo enna agum appadina once ipo enakku vandu idu work agudhu appadina, so if there is a relation will be tested here. I will just repeat once again. There is a relation will be tested here. So there is a relation will be tested here. So assume that the value of 56 greater than 43. So this condition is true. Is it visible? I think I need to change the color instead of this. Okay, so here I'm going to test the condition is 56 greater than 43. I'm going to test it like this. Okay, so for this case that the condition is true, so that the if block will execute. Once if this if block execution is over, here I have only one action, then immediately there is a next block will be started. As you know that branching வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு block வந்து மட்டும் தான் work ஆகணும், அடுத்த block போக கூடாது. But this else block indicates as the next block, so that the control will be transferred to the end of your branching. Appo indha edathila vandrum, so that it will execute a testing part. Clear? In case, so in case if this condition is false, assume that my input value is false. So my input condition is false. Clear? So இப்போ என்னோட input வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ in case இப்படி நான் எடுத்துக்கிறேன்னு வெச்சுக்கங்க, a value is 7 but 76 greater than 98. This is the condition I am going to test, and we know that this condition is false. So நமக்கு தெரியும் இது வந்து false அப்படிங்கிறது. Okay, so false அப்படிங்கறதால என்ன ஆகும் அப்படினா, so this condition will be evaluated. Once if this condition is false, it goes to this negative block, else block, but here there is a else மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. So எந்த conditions இல்ல, so that automatically the else block will execute. Once it reaches this end, automatically it goes to the next line of the end means the next line after branching. So automatically இந்த இடத்துக்கு வந்துரும், then it will execute as usual parts. Clear? So now see that execution window. Now உங்களோட program ஓட output execution பாருங்க, you will get some idea. I'm going to give some input as same 56 tara, and for B to 43 tara. So you know that no A greater than B true, so that B poko, then in the path valiya vandittu test ku ulla poirum. Same way I'm going to give another one more time. I'm going to run that. This time I'm going to give a different value for A and B. I'm going to give us 78 and I'm going to give my another is 98. So the condition is false, so that it follows this no label, and again it go for this a test message, printing a test message and leave it. Now see the output, B is bigger than A and also print test. Even for the previous output, A is bigger than B and also it print test. Is it clear? So so that this is the way we can work on that. Clear? Okay, in case I have a changes on my code. But I know Pandra is now tell me what it is. How many true statements we have for this program? In the program la ethana true actions irukku. Print also an action. So here how many actions are there inside of true block? How many actions are there inside of the true block? Yeah, it's good, excellent. So now there is a small changes on your flowchart representation. It will be come inside of the true path. The true path kulla vandirukano. Correct? Okay. So now tell me the output for means for the values A equal to 20. Tell me the output for A equal to 20 and B A equal to minus 20 and B equal to minus 17. Tell me the answer. Take the value of A equal to minus 20 and B equal to minus 17 and tell me what is the answer you will get. I can show you a diagram. The value of A equal to minus 20 and B equal to minus 17. See that there is a print statement mattum da irukku. Neenga enna print ஆகும் சொல்லணும். Minus 17 அப்படினா என்னது? எங்கேயுமே நான் values print பண்ணவே இல்லையே. வெறும் comment தான் print. Here I didn't print the value of A and B and all. Yeah, condition false. Condition false na enna varano? I'm asking the output. Print la enna பண்ணிருக்கீங்களோ அதுதான் output. Yeah, B is bigger than A. Krishnavani, kindly check your answer please. Abhinaya also you need to give an answer. False da, condition false. Condition false na enna print ஆகும்? That's my question. Yeah, the else block will be executed. So what is the answer? I know it is a else block. You have to give what is the exact output of the program. அதாவது இந்த program நான் run பண்றேன். I'm going to run this program. Program run பண்ணும்போது the value of A வந்து minus 20 தரேன் and the value of B equal to minus 17. So this is called output. B is bigger than A. There is a question. I know it is a else block will be worked. So that is a logical part. You should not say the output is else part. Else part is the output in சொல்லக்கூடாது. You must to say that what is the statement to be printed on the screen. That is called output. புரிஞ்சா? input முடிஞ்ச input plus output உங்களுக்கு ஸ்கிரீன்ல என்ன வருமோ அதை தான் நீங்க சொல்லணும். So that don't say like else part will execute லாம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. Output அப்படினாவே always you have to say that B is bigger than A. This is called your output. Don't say it is else part. You have to change your methodology. Okay, thank you. So அப்ப என்ன அப்படினா so now it will be part of the statement. So if work ஆனா மட்டும் தான் work ஆகும். In case if the value of A equal to minus 17 and the value of B equal to 20 எடுத்துக்க minus 20 எடுத்துக்கங்க. So change your previous values. For this case the conditions are true, so that it will execute both the logics. So A is bigger than B and it test and it reaches the end. A is bigger than B and it test. Clear? But if I'm going to reverse it, if A would have value minus 20, I'm going to give A value is minus 20 and the value of B equal to minus 17. So the condition false. It goes to the no label valiya vandu end ku reach aayrum. So that for this case it won't print text. Text ngiradha idu print pannadu. Clear? It is a very very important thing you must to understand. So that everyone must to understand the working principle before to while writing a codes. உங்களுக்கு working principles உங்களுக்கு தெரியல அப்படினா then it is very difficult to work on that. Clear? Okay, so here for this program just as usual we know the logics, no? So for the so here it is A greater than B. I'm going to test it what is A greater than B. If this condition is true, then the statement will executed. If this condition is true, then the next statement will execute. Then it reaches that this is the last statement of this particular block. So this is the last statement of your particular block. So once if this block is over, then the control will be transferred to the end of all the blocks. End of all the block na idla rendu block da irukku. So end vandu indha idha correct. So that the control idu mudinjadukku appuram the control will be transferred here. But idoda program mudinjadanaala program execution finish aayiruchu. Clear? Okay. In case so this instead of that this condition is false. If this condition is false aruna else block la pogum. No condition need to evaluate. So that if else block work agum, this is the end of your else block. So that automatically the control will be transferred to that common means that branching enga mudido and the location ku vandrum. So this is the way we are going to test the logics. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? Okay, so I will move on to the next one, but there is a small changes on my question. My question is, instead of big case number, find the relationship between two numbers. Relationship between two numbers. That is my question. As usual, two numbers, okay, but for logical case, A and B are equal. There are three possible cases we will get. One is A equal to B. Sorry, A is bigger than B, and B is bigger than A and B are equal. So here, how many cases we have? Here, how many cases we have? Yeah, 3. Now, so you know that this will be printed only, executed only once. So, what type of a branching statement you are going to select? What is the type of branching statements will work? Yeah, if that is called if, else, if, ladder. So, for that, you must know what is the syntax for if, else, if, ladder. Correct? Syntax are generally we call as a syntax for if, else, if, ladder. The condition means the logic is if, I must be small, if, condition, it's a combination of relational and logical operators. Then within the tab space, yeah, one more thing I need to define. Please to wait. One more thing I forgot to say. Okay, I'll back. Okay, I can finish it and I'll back. There are many things I want to say. So this is a true statement. There is no changes on if. If la ungalku endha oru changes me kedaiyadhu. Clear? Then if it is a ladder, so that on the normal matta programming statement la vandu pathina else, if, you already know that if nu vandanaave kandipa enna vedunu sollirkeenga, condition appdin sollirkeenga. Appro then condition ave enter koduthu enna பண்ணுவீங்க ஒரு task space la you can say that is called true statement 1. True statement 1 means you can take this is for condition 1 na eduthuங்க ena nariya conditions varum. So if this condition 1 is true, this statement will execute, and this condition is true, means that else if condition true edula. So indha maata neenga evlo venala else if nu eludite varalam. Then finally the else block ku vandu eludala, but this else blocks are optional. Else block vandu ungalku optional da, compulsory irukonungra conditions kedaiyadhu. I will repeat once again. So false statement எழுதலாம். But in Python, insist of this normal other programming வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா else if னு யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க. But actually in Python you are going to use elif. Pythonல அது நீங்க என்னென்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க அப்படின்னா elif னு யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க. But மத்த programming languageல it will be called as else if. Clear? Else. So else na negative. So இது இல்லனா இந்த conditions இல்லனா இந்த conditions. Clear? Okay, so now I'm going to say that there are 3 relationships. So that the first relationship is if, I mean for checking the condition, and the next one is, and this is the Python elif. I'm going to find the relation between B and A, so that if it is B greater than A. So, but here no equal statement. Equal varakudadu. So, correct. This one correct. So, the next one is else. So, I am going to say print. Both are equal. So, both are equal. So, this is the logic for else if ladder. Clear? There are three branches are there. One is for A greater than B, another one is B greater than A, third one is both are equal. But it's just our choices only for writing. But okay, so see that. So up to, I mean, this is the line that, that the logical part is end up. Clear? Means that the branching part. So there are three possible cases. So that the working principle is, so A greater than B. So I'm going to delete this. So greater, but actually here I need to write one selection statement. So here I'm going to test the condition is B greater than A. So this is only greater than symbol because equal to number. So the third one, that is else. Else condition so so just I'm going to say both are equal. Okay, see now just the diagrammatic representation here. There are two conditions are evaluated, and if please that if the value of A and B input, then you are going to evaluate the value of condition. If this condition is true, it will follow this path. If this condition is false, so that again it follows the no label. For this again there is a condition will be evaluated, that is a B greater than A. If this condition is true, then it will follow this path to reach the end. But if this condition is false, then it follows this path and it reaches the end through this way. Clear? So, so here this is the working principle of else if ladder. It means that if this condition is true, okay, just see this here. Just I am going to evaluate the condition here. Clear? I am going to evaluate the condition. Here I am going to evaluate this condition. So there are two possible outcomes for this condition. One is true, another one is false. The condition la rendu output irukum. One vandu true alladhu false. True na as usual it will work. So true abdina in the statement varakumbala work airum. Clear? Okay, so true kumbadu work agum, then it will execute it up to idoda mudinjiruchu, so that it will come out of this branching. Clear? Okay, in case this condition is false, in the condition false, A greater than B vandu ungalku false ah irundichu appadina, again it goes to the next branching part. So here the next branching part is B greater than A, so that this condition will be evaluated, and if this condition is true, in the condition ungalku true ah irundichina, then the statement inside of this else block, elif block will execute. Then once it is over, again it will reach this point. Clear? Again this condition is false. If this condition is false, again the statement inside of this else point will work, so that for else there is no condition, so that automatically the statement inside of the else block will execute, then it will come to this point. Clear? So these are the possible different ways it will work. Okay, now we have to test it with the help of an example. I'm going to give the value of A equal to 10 and B is also 10. What is our expected answer? If the value of A equal to 10 and what is the value of B equal to 10, what is the answer? So what is the expected output? Is both are equal. So for n block work agum, elfa, elifa, elsa. The answer is both are equal. Excellent. Here my question is, what is the block will execute? Ifa, elsifa, that is a elifa, then or elsa. Yeah, it's good. Excellent. Both are equal. So automatically the else block will execute. Super. So that is a very, very important thing you must to understand. See that this condition is false, so that it goes to the no block. No label. There is a condition false. Again, it will execute it. Again, the condition false, so that automatically it will print as both are equal. Then it will reach this end. So this is the way. Just we should understand the logics. So, so that what I suggest to here it is, whenever we're going to work on, we're going to write a program, only thing is how the execution flow happens. For example, I'm going to run this Python program. So I'm going to run the Python program once again. So I'm going to give the value of a equal to both are equal, so that it will print the statement inside of the block will execute. But the working principle is it will evaluate a greater. That's a top to bottom. So it is 10 greater than 10. So it is a false. So automatically the control goes to elif block. Again 10 greater than 10. Again false. And again it go for else block. Clear? In case my input is like this. Okay, so my input is like 45, 98. Tell me what is the block will execute. In the block work agum. Yeah, it's good. What is the block you are going to execute? That is the elif block will execute. Good, excellent. Elif block work agum. See that working principle எப்படி இருக்குன்னு clear பாருங்க. I'm going to want to say anything. And now you can first initialize the conditions test agum, condition false, so that no, condition true, so that bigger than b print agum, then it come out of the loop. So that it will print b is bigger than a. So it will follow this path. So like that here also, that means that this condition will be evaluated, then it will work. Okay, so here I have a print statement. In the இடத்துல நான் ஒரு print statement use பண்ணிருக்கேன் அப்படினா, then automatically it will execute. The print statement is end வந்து லாஸ்ட்ல இருக்கு. So that அப்ப என்னன்னா flow chartல இந்த இடத்துல வருது. So எல்லா கண்ட்ரோலும் இந்த இடத்துல வந்து ஸ்டாப் ஆயிடும். எண்டுக்கு வந்து தான் உங்களுக்கு வர்க் ஆகும். So that it will print as end. Then it will finished. So இப்ப பாருங்க இது எப்படி வர்க் ஆகுதுன்னு. So give the value of a 10 and b equal to, I'm going to give a value as 11. So condition this part and end and print I symbols வந்துருக்கும். So that it will print bigger and end. Clear? Okay, in case I'm going to give my value is the value for a value is 98 and b value is 23. So that the first condition itself is true, so that it will print a is bigger than b, then it will print end come out. So one of the things you should understand that what are the actions will be a part of your statements. நீங்க எதுமே எது பார்ட்ங்கிறது கிளியரா தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். Then only we can able to predict. நம்மளால வந்து ஈஸியா prediction பண்ண முடியும். Okay, and the one. Okay, so now is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? No. Okay, thank you. I'll move on to the next one. Okay, here I want to talk about something here. For example, here I'm going to take a printf statement and print. So now tell me what is the output printங்கிற part வந்து print endங்கிற print statement வந்து எந்த block ஓட part, whether common அல்லது ஏதாவது ஒரு branching part ஓட branching part ஓட statement ஆ. Okay, it will belongs to if part. It is a greater than b ஓட part தான். கரெக்ட்டா? ஓகே, இது எப்போ வர்க் ஆகும் அப்படினா only a greater than b இருந்தா தான் வர்க் ஆகும். Now tell me what is the answers. இப்போ என்ன ஆகும்னு பார்த்துட்டு சொல்லுங்க. Printing வந்து எந்த பார்ட்டோட statements? If block. Okay, I will tell you that, and already I mentioned that that the indentation is very, very important. கரெக்ட்டா? Okay, so இந்த இடத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா indentation எனக்கு இல்ல. என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு பாருங்க. See that there is a error will be shown. There is a error will be shown. It shows that what is the name of the error? What is the name of the error? இங்க வந்திருக்கு பாருங்க, ஒரு ரெட் கலர்ல கிராஸ் மார்க் போட்டு எரர் காமிக்குது பாருங்க. What is the name of the error? Yeah, so there is a because of the indentation presentation la problem aachu, but I'm saying yeah, it's good. Invalid. Thamarikanan given an excellent answer. That is called invalid syntax. Clear? அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா எடுத்தானே நீங்க elifல ஆரம்பிக்க முடியாது. Always the branching statement must start with if. இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல நீங்க elifக்கு பதிலா if ன்னு கொடுக்கீங்கன்னு வெச்சுக்குங்க. Is it clear? So elifக்கு பதிலா if ன்னு கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா no error will be displayed. எந்த எரருமே உங்களுக்கு டிஸ்ப்ளே ஆகாது. If you want, you can check it. It will work. Clear? For example, A would value 8 and B would value 8 தரேன்னு வெச்சுக்குங்க. Clear? So that it will print both are equal. என்ன because இங்க என்ன இருக்குன்னு பாருங்க. எண்டுங்கிறது நார்மல், இது ஒரு பிரான்ச்சிங். See that இந்த எல்லாம் ரெண்டு பிரான்ச்சிங் இருக்கு இந்த லாஜிக் படி. Actually logic தப்பு, just for understanding purpose just I can define it here. So there are two branching statements are here. For ரெண்டு branching statement எனக்கு இருக்கு. So that it is the condition. This is for a simple if கூட சொல்லலாம். Clear? Okay, just I can run the code and I can explain. The value of A equal to 23 and B equal to 12. So for this case, A is greater than B. See, என்ன output வந்திருக்குன்னு பாருங்க. Now we will check it. அத வந்து நம்ம எப்படி work ஆகுதுன்னு இந்த கோடிங்ல வந்து பார்க்கலாம். இப்போ என்ன ஆகுது அப்படினா this is a separate branching and this is separate branching. You should not mingle these two. நீங்க இப்போ வந்து mingle பண்ணிக்க கூடாது. See that எல்லாமே இந்த கார்னர்ல ஆரம்பிக்குது பாருங்க. Clear? So that this is a separate branching. இது வந்து தனியா ஒரே branching and இது வந்து தனியா branching statements. இங்க எத்தனை cases இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம் இந்த branchingல. How many cases I have for this highlighted branching? இந்த highlighted branchingல எத்தனை cases இருக்கு? 2 ஆ 1 ஆ கரெக்ட்டா சொல்லுங்க. நான் highlight பண்ணிருக்கிறத மட்டும் பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க. highlight பண்ணிருக்கிறத சொல்லுங்க. Somebody is not getting idea. அதாவது பிளாக்குக்கு பேர் தான் வந்து cases. அப்ப இந்த இடத்துல வந்து if மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு, else எல்லாம் எதுவுமே இல்ல. So that I have only one block. So that we can use simple if. இப்ப இந்த இடத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரே ஒரு if மட்டும் இருக்கு. So that we called as simple if. There is only one cases are there. So that is called simple if. அப்ப இது எப்படி work ஆகும்னா இந்த condition true னா இதுல இருக்கிற statement work ஆகும். Then automatically it will work. Okay, just I can show it. Don't worry. Okay, so now this condition is true. இப்போ எனக்கு இந்த condition true ஆ இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா so just a minute. So I just this condition so this condition உங்களுக்கு true ஆ இருந்தா ஓகேவா, so this statement will execute. பட் எதா இருந்தாலும் இதுதான் உங்களோட end branching ஓட end. so இந்த லைன் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் இங்க வந்துரும். But in case if it is a false இருந்தா டைரக்ட்டா இந்த இடத்துக்கு வந்துரும். So that the if block will not be executed. Clear? Okay, again this print statement will be executed compulsory. It is like as a sequence span. Then after that again it will evaluate the next thing. Clear? So this is a B greater than A. Even though the value of for example assume A equal to 20. Assume A equal to 20 and B equal to 15. So this logical is true. So that the print is A is bigger than B. Clear? And the print end because ending of the normal statement. Then அடுத்து வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா B greater than A. So 20 greater than 15. Sorry 15. So this condition false. False அப்படின்னா it goes to else block. So true na தான் இங்க வரணும். But it's a false நால else block போயிடும். So that else block statement work ஆகும். So that only it shows the output like this. பாருங்க A வந்து greater than 23 12. So B A is bigger than B தான். But for the second if block வந்து இது தனியா இருக்கிறதுனால 23 greater than 12 வந்து fail. So that it goes for else block. So இது தனி இது வந்து நார்மல் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். ஐக்கு நேராவே இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் வந்தனால இது நார்மல் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் சொல்லலாம். So that வந்து you can't say that this print action print statement is not a part of any branching. The branching ஓட part கிடையாதுன்னு சொல்லலாம். Clear? But ஆனா இத வந்து நீங்க கண்டிப்பா என்ன சொல்லணும் அப்படினா it is a part of your branching statement. It is a part of your branching statement அப்படி நீங்க சொல்லணும். Clear? Yes. So always வந்து நீங்க எந்த ஒரு work ஆரம்பிச்சனாலும் சரி ifல தான் ஆரம்பிக்கணும். So that if அதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் elif இருக்கணும் else இருக்கணும். Without if இல்லாம if you start with else if or else பண்ணீங்கனா it shows that it is an invalid syntax. Clear? And some cases in other programming language It shows that it is a misplaced else. I will repeat once again. நீங்க if இல்லாம elseோ else இப்போ யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா in Python it shows that syntax error, but normally in other programming languages it shows that misplaced else. Else இல்லாம உங்களுக்கு if வந்துட்டு other branching வந்திருக்கும். So always the branching must start with if. Only one case na if மட்டும் எழுதிக்கீங்க. More than exact 2 case na if அடுத்து else வரும். More than 3 cases na second cases ko else if ன்னு எழுதணும். கடைசி cases வேணும்னா எழுதிக்கலாம் இல்லனா விட்டுறலாம். If you want you can remove this. இந்த கண்டிஷனை நீங்க ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டு ரன் பண்ணலாம். Clear? So remove பண்ணிட்டு ரன் பண்றீங்க அப்படினா so the value of a equal to 56 and b equal to 78 it will print. So in a flow chart you can remove this. So this is the equivalent flow chart for this my program. என்னோட ப்ரோகிராமுக்கான flow chart இதுதான். ரெண்டு இடத்துல கண்டிஷன் செக் பண்ணிருக்கேன். பட் இதுக்கு வந்து எல்ஸ் நெகட்டிவ் கிடையாது. அதனால வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நோ லேபிள்ல நான் எதுவும் கொடுத்திருக்க தேவையில்லை. நோ லேபிள்ல எதுவுமே இருக்காது. So that nothing will execute. See that if you want to just you can run the code. I'm going to run this code. I'm going to give the value, both the values are equal. Nothing will be printed. Because if block work ஆகாது, if block work ஆகலனா else if போகணும். But else if also not satisfied, so that automatically it will come out. It will won't print anything. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? Yeah, yes, good questions. Why both the outputs are not equal? Yeah, actually, now this is the please try to understand that the code is written by myself. I am a programmer here. நான் தான் programmer. நான் என்ன பண்ணிட்டேன் அப்படின்னா logical parts நான் கரெக்டா implement பண்ணல. See that you are the coder, so that we have to code for all the possibilities. Here I did a mistake that I forgot to create a third case. நான் மறந்துட்டேன், எனக்கு ஐடியா அப்ப ஞாபகம் இல்ல. So that என்னோட ப்ரோக்ராம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரெண்டு கேசஸ் மட்டும் தான் ஆன்சர் கொடுக்கும். If the value of a வந்து b விட கிரேட்டரா இருந்தா கரெக்டா வர்க் ஆகும். Same way if the value of b வந்து a விட கிரேட்டரா இருந்தா வர்க் ஆகும். But ரெண்டுமே ஈக்குவலா இருந்தா வர்க் ஆகாது. So this is the problem in logic. நான் as a coder நான் தப்பு பண்ணிருக்கேன். So that I need to write a code. Computer cannot substitute anything. அதே substitute பண்ணிக்காது ஈக்குவலுக்கு எல்லாமே. We have to write. So then I'm going to write a case else if, that is a elif. If you want you can write like this also. You can write like this also. இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க எழுதிக்கலாம். Clear? அப்ப நீங்க இந்த flow chartல என்ன இது பண்ணனும்னா இந்த கண்டிஷன் ட்ரூனா இது வர்க் ஆகும். கரெக்ட்டா? சோ இந்த கண்டிஷன் ஃபால்ஸ் அப்படினா உங்களுக்கு எது வர்க் ஆகும்? இந்த எலிஃப்க்கு போகும். அகைன் தேர்ட் வந்து உங்களுக்கு வர்க் ஆகல அப்படினா ஐ மீன் சோ இந்த கண்டிஷன் ஃபால்ஸ் ஆச்சு அப்படினா then the third case will execute. Clear? So that the equivalent diagrammatic representation இந்த கண்டிஷன் yes னா a bigger, இந்த கண்டிஷன் yes னா b bigger. Again I'm going to write another one more conditions here and I edited that. I'm going to test the relation is a equal to b. If it is a equal to b, then I can say that both are equal. So like this. So if I'm going to enter like this, means upon our program எழுதுறேன் அப்படினா so this I'm going to give ரெண்டு வேல்யூ ஈக்குவலா கொடுக்கிறேன் அப்படினா 23 23 னு கொடுக்கிறேன் அப்படினா இந்த கண்டிஷன் ஃபால்ஸ், இதுவும் ஃபால்ஸ். பட் இந்த கண்டிஷன் ட்ரூவா இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு. So that இந்த பிளாக் வழியா வந்திருக்கு உங்களுக்கு. So that answer is shows that it is a and b are equal. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? Yeah, yes. Rajesh, is it okay now? Working principle is like that. That is ஒவ்வொரு கேசஸ்க்கு நீங்க ஒரு பிளாக் போட்டுக்கணும். உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கோ நீங்க எந்த ஆக்ஷன் வேணாலும் போட்டுக்கலாம். That is on your choice. clear? அதாவது என்னன்னா branching எங்க முடியுதுன்னு நீங்க clarity இருக்கணும். இந்த இடத்துல எல்லாத்தையும் முடியணும். Elseங்கிறது optional தான். It is not a compulsory. Abhinay, is it okay now? Is there any other questions? Yeah, okay. And that is not a condition that நீங்க அப்படிதான் யூஸ் பண்ணல. இங்க கூட நீங்க a equal to b கொடுத்துட்டு a is equal to b. B, and here you are going to change it as a greater than b. A is bigger than you have to write. You are the programmer, you have to decide it. That is not a condition that always you need to follow that a greater than b first varanungra conditions la illa. Clear? You have to, and because you are the programmer, you have to decide it. நீங்க என்ன கண்டிஷன் எழுதுறீங்களோ அதுக்கான ஆக்ஷன் இங்க இருக்கணும். நீங்க கண்டிஷன் மாத்தி எழுதிட்டு நீங்க கண்டிஷன் எழுத வந்துட்டு a greater than b போட்டுட்டு you should not say both are equal. இப்ப நீங்க a greater than b போடுங்க, a greater than இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க போட்டுட்டு நீங்க வந்து ஆன்சர் தப்பா வருதுன்னு சொல்லுங்க. இப்ப ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் I'm going to give the value of a equal to 23 and b equal to 5. a equal to b தான் வரும். ஏன்னா the action is wrong. Condition ஒன்னு இருக்கு, அதுக்கான தப்பான ஆக்ஷன் நீங்க கொடுத்திருக்கீங்க. So that whenever going to write any code, you have to write the relevant cases. I mean relevant actions inside of the branching. That is very, very important. So wrongly you are என்ன சொல்றது, wrong நீங்க கொடுத்துட்டு எனக்கு ஆன்சர் வரலன்னு சொல்லுங்க. Because you are the programmer, you have to control your execution. நீங்க தான் ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுத போறீங்க. So நீங்க தான் இப்படிதான் work ஆகும்னு சொல்லணும். So that whenever going to write a code, always you have to justify your actions. Is there any doubt? Okay, so I hope you have a clear idea now, but still we need to discuss about many things about this. We'll discuss in later part. I think the time over, I think nearly to reach 1.5 hours. So that I request the students, you can leave from the class, this classroom. Thank you. I request the students, you can leave from, once you are given attendance status, you can leave from that Gmeet. Thank you for everyone for joining.